Hello everyone. It's Anahata. How are you today? So glad to be with you all. So today is going to literally blow your mind and hopefully pave the way for happiness. If you listen to this in entirety, my promise is to you that you will understand the dynamics of happiness in a new way in order to consciously cultivate joy. Hi, Alicia. Love you. Hi, Renata. Love you too. Diane. Love you. Sierra. Diana. Hi, everyone. Hey, so today we're going to be talking about happiness. And when you can understand the dynamics of happiness, you can truly begin to cultivate joy, which is transcendent of your environment. It's pretty dang cool. So we're going to go deep. If you can't watch it all, comment so that you get other comments so that you will be able to come back and listen to this, because it's going to be worth your time, is what I'm saying. So welcome everyone. So glad you're joining me today. The medicine for the moment is what really matters, okay? And that answer is your happiness. That's what matters. Now, I'm not talking about that's what's meaningful, though it is. I'm talking about what physically manifests, what matters, what materializes is your happiness or lack of happiness. So here we go. Let's get going. You guys are going to love this. But it is really true that we live in an inclusive universe. So what this means is there is no no. There's no way to say, I don't want that. What you focus on becomes. So you can think of it as a really intricate tapestry of vibration, and like flows with like, binds with like, and creates that likeness, either joy or misery. Some people call this the law of attraction. You can call it whatever you want. I call it resonance, and I also call it the law of attraction. But the point is, whatever you focus on, you are saying yes to. Now, when it gets really interesting, even the things you don't want, if you're focusing on them, you can think about it from now on as you're saying yes to it. It's an inclusive universe. There is no no, there's only focus. Now, you are powerful co-creators. This is your divine birthright. You are able to process and focus with your consciousness and hone into and sift through the things that you enjoy and make opinions on the things that you don't enjoy. Now, a lot of us are totally in the illusion. We feel like the things that are happening now are happening to us, and we're kind of just along the ride, along for the ride. This can be dangerous. This can lead to victim mentality when you feel like you have no control, and it's very unsettling. And in fact, many people seek to get rid of that innate fear their entire lives by accumulating things, by being the best, most successful, prettiest. Our ego minds drive us out of fear to achieve. And the reason why we do that is because we feel like when we can achieve these things, we'll be happy. It's actually not the case. So I'm going to explain something to you now that's going to totally transform your life. And again, if you don't have time to listen to it today, come back to it, tag yourself, comment, come back. But it's important to know that your happiness is what matters, or your lack of happiness. Your dominant emotional state of being is what is commanding your reality to you. The is so the now of what's happening, is actually vibrational components from the past, okay? So what we're experiencing now is a direct alignment with the habitual thoughts and emotional patterns that we've been focusing on. Again, remember, it's an inclusive universe. There is no no. So whatever you have been focused on energizing, you're strengthening and flowing with that vibrational reality, and it's commanding more and more of the same patterns to you, whether you want it or not. It's not based on if you're saying, I want more of this. It's based on your focus, your energy. So when you can understand that if you want joy, you need to be joyful, transcendent of circumstance, then you have just set yourself free. What I mean by that is we really need to do better at caring about how we feel on an ongoing basis. Now I'm going to teach you some tips and tricks to master the art of cultivating joy. I do encourage you all to go to www.joyshopjourney.com. I'm going to put the URL here for you all. There's a free 2-hour workshop in which I teach you all of the ins and outs of cultivating joy in the storm. Because guys, your storm is illusional. The storm is the dominant vibrational components of the past. It's not what is happening right now. And so you get to choose in every single moment your response. And it is your response that co-creates your future. Now, one of my guru, beautiful mentors that I absolutely adore, Deepak Chopra, he has come up with an interesting way of describing happiness as an equation. So I wanted to share that with you all and go through it real quick so that we can really understand and dissect the importance of this thought, which I believe to be 100% true. He says happiness, or lack of it, is a combination of the sum of your set point, the conditions in which you are living, and your voluntary activities. Happiness equals set point, conditions, and voluntary activities. So, set point, let's talk about that very quickly. This is the situations in which you were born into. This is your environment from a baby. This is the way you were brought up. This is the belief structures, the societal influences you've had, the ancestral DNA motivation via epigenetics, and on and on and on. This is your set point, okay? This is kind of your starting point. And some of us have been blessed with beautiful childhoods, like me. I had such an amazing family unit, and still, of course, do. And, you know, I was blessed in that way. Some people have a terrible unit, but we're not getting into the why or what of that. The point is, that's your set point. And it is very much true that between ages 1 to 7, or birth to 7, the way you perceive of your environment sets the patterning for your life. If you felt loved, you in general will carry that through your life. If there was a lot of trauma, you will carry that through your life. But what it really means is your set point is what the cards that were dealt to you, essentially. So that's where you're starting at. And you really do form at that early age an opinion. And it can go either way. Is the world for me or against me? Those are the two kind of ways to go. There are two emotions, essentially, love and fear. Is the world for me or against me? Okay, so this is your set point. Was your dominant response to your environment And again, we're not getting into if you were justified in your feelings that way, and if it was a hard knock, and all of those things. We're not talking about that. It's just what it is. Your set point. Were you dominantly built into a vibration of love or fear based on that set point? Was the world for you or against you? So that's part of the component. Your set point. So your set point plus the conditions that you're in as you grow into who you are on your journey in this body. Those conditions can be good or bad, but they do equate to your overall happiness. Now we'll see in a second how this all wraps together, but the V is the most important part of this entire thing. The V is your voluntary activities. This is paramount, okay? And that is that no one forces you into choosing your emotional response. Two people can have the same experience. Let's say it's a traumatic experience, and one of those people can use that experience for the energy they need to achieve beyond all odds, and the other can internalize and sink down into a spiral if they internalize it the way they choose to. But the truth of it is there are no victims in this world. We each get to choose how we respond. Now, why does that matter? The biologist Bruce Lipton, if you are interested in this, you may want to purchase his book called The Biology of Belief. He has proven, he's a biologist, a scientist, that our genes actually are expressed, right? Think of DNA as your potentiality, and you get to choose what you express based on your responses to your environment. So again, it is our response to our environment which activates our DNA, our dynamic gene expression, not the environment itself. Again, two people can have the same experience and respond in completely different ways. So the point is, you are not a victim. No one is forcing you to respond in any way, and that your happiness matters. What you focus on materializes. So if you're going to be in the now and choose to just keep playing those patterns of victimhood, of things not going your way, of focusing on the things that are wrong in your world, that is what you can expect tomorrow and the next day and the next day. If you choose to empower yourself to respond with unconditional love, you will set yourself free. You will never have a bad day again in your life, and you will step into your mastery as co-creator of your world. And the universe will draw to you more and more ease, abundance, bliss, love. You are going to be in that resonation, and you are going to be saying yes, yes, yes to everything you've ever dreamed of and more. So I want to just help you, because some of you are so in that vibration of responding to the past that you can't seem to get out of the pattern. Why do I keep manifesting fill in the blank? Poor me, look at my luck again. This is just the way it is. This is what's going to happen the rest of my life. I can't stop focusing on my pain and my suffering and my dis-ease. The world is not for me. And I get it. You are aligned with those thought patterns, that emotional being. You're expressing that out into the universe. You're validating it. But guys, guess what? You're responding to past vibration. You have all the power in this now. This now moment is your place of power. So you can choose literally right now to take the highest road possible, which is going to open up more ease, flow, abundance, joy, and you're going to cultivate inner happiness transcendent of condition, okay? So the best way I can tell you how to do this is to stop making your happiness about what others are doing to you or for you. I'm going to say that again. Stop making your happiness reliant upon what others are doing to you or for you, or not, right? What they're not doing to you or for you. Desire, right, versus reality. And start caring about the way you feel for you. Not ego you, not to be and do and have, just for the sake of co-creating a better world should be enough, right? And it gets really fun when you can explore your mastery of choice, your voluntary activities. Now, yes, you may have a crap set point. Yes, you may have conditions that you don't like, but you always, forevermore, will have the power of choice. Empowerment. I love it. Okay, so we're going to install an assisting frequency now that is going to support you in just choosing happiness, quite frankly. And if you can't choose happiness, if that's too much of a leap, right? You can imagine joy as like a roundabout, you know, at a park, and you're like, I want to get on that ride. I really want to get on that ride, and you jump onto the ride, but you're not up to speed with it yet, and you get spit off, and you fall, and you get hurt, and you're going, why? This is not working. So don't try and go too far too fast with your vibrational alignment. It's going to take training. Anything you do, you've got to work up your chops to it. And so the best way to do this is to view it as a ladder to your happiness, and choosing the highest ladder that you can muster at any given moment. Again, I teach this to you in that joyshopjourney.com, the free 2-hour webinar that I have for you guys. Go on over there and check it out when you can. It's going to change your life. But let us understand that the empowerment we have to choose is fine and dandy, but that there is a layering of highness, of order, right? And it could be helpful for you to look up the vibrational scale. That will help you understand the rungs of the ladder. And you're going to, again, not just go straight to joy, because often when we go straight to where we want to be, we feel even less there, right? We're focused on the polarity of it versus it, right? I'm trying to be joyful. I should be joyful. Man, I'm not joyful, right? We go down to the other side because it's not there. So you can't fake your vibration, but you can choose unconditional love in every single moment. You can begin to flex your muscles in terms of choice and ask yourself in every moment, what am I choosing? What am I infusing my energy with, and what am I aligning with? What am I saying yes to? And again, we've got to stop blaming others for our own reactions, for our own responses. No one's controlling you. We cannot make our happiness dependent upon others. That's called conditional love. And conditional love doesn't work because it's only about what's going well. And the whole point is you've got to transcend that set point and conditions and go with your voluntary response, which can and always should be based in unconditional love. Now we're going to pull a code. I already pulled it. Beautiful code. I'll put the link to the symbolism, but it's from the Totem Animal Medicine category of the Anahata codes. If you don't know what the Anahata codes are, there's time. You'll catch up later. But anahatacodes.com will give you the guide and the entire modality for free, my gift to you. Why? Because I want us to stop cycling fear. I want us to remember our magnificence, and I want us to start building a world that is so rooted in a pattern of unconditional love that everyone's lives start working out for them, okay? And so anyway, let's see this code. It's absolutely amazing. It's again in the Totem Animal Medicine category. There are 27 categories and growing in the book of codes. And so Totem Animal Medicine is all about these superpowers that have been woven into the messages of species of animals. So, you know, any animal you can imagine carries medicine. This is a native ancient wisdom that they've been using for eons, and now it is in a category of its own and channeled as a code. Now, what the codes do is they activate resonance remembrance. They allow you to get a rung up. Your superpower becomes whatever it is you're installing as the assisting frequency. Now, don't worry, you're not going to be hanging out with an animal, as cool as that would be. We're not evoking energies. What we're doing is we're tapping into the energy and information of anything that we are focused on, and through your intention, your heart portal, and the code, you are able to transcend the physicality of stuff and go into the essence, the vibrational components, the structure, beyond the quantum domain, beyond space and time, and pull through that wormhole in your heart a healing activation. So Hedgehog is one of many Totem Animal Medicines, and it is, I'm going to read to you what it's all about. And I'm also going to link this information for you so that you can check it out later. But I think why it's so important to the message today, which is what matters is your happiness, and that you get to choose, and that your reaction, your responses is what's going to pave the way of what you're going to see tomorrow and the next day. So make it good. And so the Totem Animal Medicine Hedgehog, it is about inner child, okay? The parts of us that aren't tainted, the parts of us that trust. And again, going back to the set point and conditions, which has a lot to do with your happiness. What if we could go back in time and choose other responses? And I encourage you to do this inner child work. Perhaps I'll have a workshop on it someday. Actually, I do have How to Heal Your Past, Present, and Future. You could use this approach that I'm talking about. Anyway, go to my website, check it out. There's another class there that would be of value for you. The point is, you can literally go, time is an illusion. You can go back in time to the energy of the moment of trauma or whatever it is that's going on, and you can choose a different response. I did this by infusing some traumatic moments with the assisting frequency of rose essential oil. Holy cow, was that incredible, the journey that I went on. The point is, Hedgehog medicine now can be infused through your intention, the wormhole in your heart, the code, and your conscious choice of having that happen. So this code of inner child, right, going back, resetting that set point, transcendent of the conditions of what's happening, so that you can make voluntary choices from the get-go that are going to align you with cultivating more and more and more joy in your life. Playfulness. Hedgehog brings playfulness. Isn't that beautiful? We need that. We need to stop taking things so seriously and realize, even jokingly, that holy cow, where I'm at right now in this moment was from all these past, you know, dominant thought patterns and emotional structures and things that were going on in response to my environment, and now this is where I'm at. That should be empowering to you. That shouldn't be a sad thing. That shouldn't be a look at the mess I made. You're just going to regurgitate that pattern again. Snap out of it, right? Start focusing on what you want more of. We are in an inclusive universe. So faith, one of my favorite words is faith, because you are putting your knowing and appreciation in something that hasn't occurred yet. What does that do? It aligns you with it. It makes you a match to the things that haven't gotten to you yet through that faith. Faith, a mustard seed, right? Faith as big as a mustard seed can move a mountain. It's true. Our expectations, interwoven with our reactions and responses, which are all 100% our own, no one's making us. Don't be tempted to be in victim mode and go, well, gosh, this person, no. They are not responsible for your happiness. No one is responsible for your happiness but you. So choose to respond with unconditional love. Be grateful for that which is on its way through your expectation of it. And Hedgehog also brings innocence. That's what we need as well. A lot of these emotional patternings, the set point stuff, is junk from DNA that does not serve us. These deep-seated traumatic patterns of dysfunction that the world has, cycled for centuries, coming to an end, and it's a choice. And so I'm excited for you. I'm empowering you to allow this transformation to happen. And I know that God loves you so much and has the best plans for you, and that no matter how you respond, you have another choice coming. So don't dwell on the choices you just made that are also perhaps not aligned with your bliss. Start now, and now, and now, and now. Every moment you get to choose. All right, guys, so let's do this. We're going to install this. I'm going to send you some other links to the Hedgehog medicine, because it does evoke calm. Just say that word and think about how our fear-based responses are co-creating our dis-ease. If we had the ability to tap into the vibration of calm, how would that transform your responses? Beautiful part of Hedgehog Totem. Nurturing. Okay, how are you filling your portals of joy? How are you choosing to spend your time? Do you need to make better choices in regards to the things that you are putting energy into? Because again, it's not about those things, it's about how you're responding to them. How can you set yourself up for more and more and more bliss through unconditional love of what is now to co-create the future? Motherly connection, love, let's see, connecting with others. I'm just kind of glazing through this. Easygoing, relaxed. How does that make you feel right there? If we could respond in a more easygoing way, more relaxed way, how would that transform your world? And I don't mean today, because today is from the past. I mean, moving forward, what are you going to command to you through that alignment? Super exciting. And let's see, hidden confidence. Yeah, just be confident, guys, that the world has got your back. The universe has your back. It's not hard to figure out. Your happiness matters. Your unhappiness matters. It's time to stop taking score of what is and to start moving forward into where you want to be tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And guys, I'm telling you, it just gets easier and easier and easier and easier and easier. And soon you are on that super high disc of joy, transcendent of conditions. And when SHIT hits the fan, it's not bad. That's how cool it gets, where you can see past the illusion of condition, be grateful for the message in the mess, and whatever it is, you know that you're choosing higher road, and you're infusing more unconditional love into it. It's super exciting, guys. And I get that I can be nauseating to some of you who aren't there yet, but don't worry, you can get there. And don't think that because you're not there, you're anything less than magnificent. You are just sifting through on your own perfect path. And guys, once you can get these masterful, remembrances going, there's nothing you can't do. All right. So the last thing I want to mention about Hedgehog is appreciate life a little more. Enjoy what you have with gratitude, and the rest will follow. Isn't that like the epitome of what I just spoke to you about today? So thank you, Hedgehog, Totem Animal Medicine. We're going to install it. I'm going to put that quote in there too. Appreciate life a little more. Enjoy what you have with gratitude, and the rest will follow. It is the law of the universe for it to do so. All right, guys, we went a little long today, but I'm telling you, this can transform your entire life. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Mike. Michael McNulty. Woo, woo. Love you, brother. Miss you. Let's see. Diane, Louis, George. Mwah. Hi, sweet. Courtney, all of you guys. Love you so much. Let's install this. Kayleen, it is so empowering and amazing what starts to happen when you change your reaction. Yes. So let's install this and let's recap, and we'll be on our merry way, creating more merry. Left palm up, right hand on your heart. And don't worry, your body knows exactly what to do with this information. This is a resonance remembrance, dynamically activating access to what you already have access to, effortlessly and through the path of least resistance. There's a lot of science behind it, but we won't get into that for now. We ask for, accept, align with, and hold this Anahata code with gratitude. We attain the assisting frequency of the Totem Animal Medicine Hedgehog. 928-327-928-683. 928-327-928-683. 928-327-928-683. 928-327-928-683. 928-327-928-683. 928-327-928-683. 928-327-928-683. Now put both hands on your heart and breathe with gratitude and in awe of the way in which we were made and the power and authority we have over commanding to us in this inclusive universe where there are no limitations to what we can achieve and cultivate for highest good of all. I love you guys so much. God bless you on your path to wholeness and everything you're going to facilitate. The whole new world, the shifting away from fear and into love is being birthed through every single one of you. And so I adore you. I love you so much. Again, go to that www.joyshopjourney.com to take that 2-hour workshop that I mentioned. Download the codes, have some fun, and just over the next few days as you are activating this code dynamically, be reminded of, in every moment, what am I choosing? Am I choosing fear or responding to past, which is co-creating more of the same dysfunction and disease and pain? Or am I choosing unconditional love? Am I setting myself free? Am I grateful for what I know is going to occur in my mess because it cannot be any other way? It's so exciting, guys. All right, guys, wonderful. Love you all, and we will be with one another again, I am sure. And let me know how this is going to go for you in the next few days as you start to take ownership of how you're responding and you're making your happiness a priority. So before I leave, I will just let you know your happiness matters. And you get to choose how to respond in every moment. And your response is what will co-create your beautiful future. It is not about what others are doing for you or to you or not doing for you and to you. Take ownership. Empower yourself to transform the world. See what arises in response. Call upon that hedgehog. Imagine that cute little guy scurrying around. Leverage this remembrance to that which you already had access to. God bless you. Love to you all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Have a good week.